My child, before you think about leaving this video, pause for just a moment. Don't skip. Stay until the end because something huge is waiting for you. There is a message that has never reached your ears before, and today it arrives in a way you never expected. This is not about chance. This is about a connection that has been quietly growing beyond your sight. If this title caught your attention, there may be a reason your heart stopped here instead of scrolling away. Keep listening carefully because every sentence will reveal another piece of a story that has been unfolding long before this very moment. Some people believe that two souls meet by accident. But what if your journey began much earlier than you imagined? What if conversations about you started before your paths even crossed? Imagine a family gathering where your name was never spoken, yet your presence was somehow felt. Imagine hearts preparing for someone they had never met. It sounds impossible at first, but stay with me, because the picture becomes clearer with every passing moment. Don't skip. The most meaningful part has not arrived yet. There is a quiet message that seems to echo from the people connected to your future. It is not loud and it does not demand attention. Instead, it waits patiently for the right heart to hear it. Their message is simple, yet powerful. Never lose the kindness that makes you different. They do not know every detail about your life. Yet somehow the qualities they hope to welcome are the very qualities you have been carrying all along. This is why today's story feels so personal. It is as though every chapter has been leading to this single moment. Something interesting happens when people begin preparing for a meaningful relationship. Without realizing it, they start wishing for someone who values honesty over appearance, patience over pride, and loyalty over temporary excitement. These wishes quietly become part of the future they hope to build. Could it be that you already carry many of those qualities? Could it be that the path ahead has been gently opening without you even noticing? Stay until the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and every answer is connected to the next. Think about the unexpected moments in your own life, the delayed plans that later made perfect sense, the conversations that changed everything, the doors that closed only so another one could open at exactly the right time. Sometimes what feels like waiting is actually preparation. Sometimes silence is not emptiness. It is a chapter being written behind the scenes. This is why today is not about rushing toward tomorrow. It is about recognizing that every experience has quietly shaped the person you are becoming. Now imagine your soulmate's family speaking directly to you, not with judgment, but with hope. They are not searching for perfection. They are hoping for someone who brings peace into a room instead of confusion, someone who listens before speaking, someone who encourages rather than competes, someone whose presence makes ordinary days feel meaningful. As these thoughts continue to unfold, you may begin realizing that this message sounds surprisingly familiar, almost as if it has been waiting inside your heart all along. Do you know why so many people miss the most important moments of their lives? It is because they stop listening too early. They decide they already know the ending before the story has even revealed its greatest surprise. Don't let that happen today. Don't skip. Stay until the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part may completely change the way you see your own journey. There is another piece of this message that very few people ever consider. A family does not simply hope for someone successful or impressive. Deep inside, they hope for someone who makes their loved one feel safe, understood, respected, and appreciated. Those are the quiet treasures that cannot be measured by wealth or appearance. They become the foundation of relationships that continue growing through every season of life. Perhaps that is why this message feels different from anything you have heard before. Have you ever noticed how certain people appear in your life at exactly the right moment? Not too early, not too late. Perfect timing often looks like coincidence until you look back years later. Then suddenly, every delay, every lesson, every unexpected turn begins fitting together like pieces of a beautiful puzzle. The story you are hearing today follows that same pattern. Every chapter is connected, even if you cannot yet see the entire picture. Right now, somewhere beyond your current understanding, new possibilities are quietly forming. New conversations, new opportunities, new moments that could eventually lead you towards someone whose life connects with yours in remarkable ways. But before those moments arrive, this message asks you for one simple promise. Never become someone you are not just to gain someone else's approval. The right connection is strengthened by authenticity, not performance. Stay focused, because we have only uncovered the beginning. The message grows deeper from here. There is one remarkable detail that has remained hidden until now, and once it is revealed, everything you have heard so far will make even more sense. Don't skip. Stay until the end. Something huge is waiting for you. And the next chapter reveals why this message feels so perfectly timed for the person listening. Today, a quiet truth is about to unfold, and this is the moment where everything begins to connect. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What you are about to hear is the part that many people never expect, yet it often becomes the piece they remember the most. Imagine discovering that long before two people truly understand each other, the people closest to them are already hoping that someone extraordinary will one day enter their lives. Your soulmate's family has carried hopes, dreams, and silent wishes for years, and those hopes seem to describe someone who sounds remarkably familiar. Think about this for a moment. Every family quietly imagines the kind of person they hope will one day become part of their story. They hope for someone who brings warmth into ordinary days, someone who values honesty even when no one is watching, someone who chooses kindness over pride and patience over rushing through life. What makes today's message unforgettable is that these hopes seem to point toward the very qualities you have been building within yourself. This is not about perfection. It is about becoming the kind of person whose presence makes other people feel comfortable, appreciated, and understood. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next part of this message changes everything. There is a reason this title brought you here today. Sometimes the most meaningful messages arrive when your heart is finally ready to hear them. Perhaps that is why you stayed instead of moving on. Perhaps there is something inside you that quietly recognizes this story. Now picture your soulmate's family talking together about the future. They are not talking about expensive gifts, impressive achievements, or perfect appearances. Instead, they are imagining simple moments filled with laughter around a dinner table, meaningful conversations, peaceful celebrations, and memories that grow stronger every year. In those dreams, the most important person is someone who knows how to respect others, encourage them, and make every gathering feel brighter simply by being present. Their greatest hope has never been to find someone extraordinary in the eyes of the world. Their greatest hope has always been to find someone extraordinary in the way they treat people, every single day. The surprising part is this. While they may not know your name today, the values they hope for continue to match the path you are walking. Every lesson you have learned with patience, every time you chose understanding instead of anger, every moment you decided to keep moving forward instead of giving up, has quietly shaped you into the kind of person they have been hoping for. Isn't it amazing how the smallest decisions can slowly create the biggest future? Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next revelation may completely change the way you see your own journey. Many people spend years believing that only dramatic moments shape their future, but the truth is often much quieter. It is the daily choices, the hidden acts of kindness, and the moments when no one is watching that slowly build the life waiting ahead. These moments may seem ordinary today, yet one day they become the reason someone says, "I am grateful you came into our lives." Now listen carefully, because this part carries a message that deserves your full attention. Your soulmate's family would want you to remember something that is often forgotten in today's fast-moving world. Never stop being genuine. Never believe that pretending to be someone else will create lasting happiness. The strongest relationships are built when two people feel completely free to be themselves. Authenticity creates trust, and trust creates memories that last far beyond first impressions. Imagine arriving at a place where every smile feels natural, every conversation flows with ease, and every moment feels as though it belongs exactly where it is. That is the kind of future this message quietly points toward. It is not rushed, it is not forced. It grows naturally, one meaningful step after another, until everything begins to make sense. There is another beautiful detail that cannot be ignored. Every family hopes for someone who brings out the best in the person they love. They hope for encouragement during difficult days, gratitude during joyful moments, and unwavering respect through every season of life. These are the invisible treasures that create lasting bonds. They are rarely noticed at first, but they become unforgettable over time. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The greatest surprise has still not been revealed. As this story continues, another hidden layer begins to appear. What seems like coincidence today may one day become the very reason you smile when looking back at your own journey. Every delay, every unexpected turn, every lesson, and every quiet season may have been preparing you for a connection that arrives exactly when it is meant to. Keep listening with an open heart, because the message is becoming clearer. The hopes of your soulmate's family are not focused on what you own, where you have been, or what others think about you. Their greatest hope is that you continue becoming the person who chooses compassion, loyalty, humility, and joy. Even when life asks you to be patient, those qualities never fade with time. They become stronger, brighter, and more valuable with every passing year. And before we continue, if this story has touched your heart and you want more meaningful messages like this, remember to subscribe, share this video with someone who might need these words today, and let others discover this journey as well. There is so much more waiting ahead, and you will not want to miss what comes next. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter contains the message that changes the entire story, revealing one final piece that has remained hidden until now. When that moment arrives, everything you have heard so far will connect in a way you never imagined, making this journey feel more meaningful than ever before. Everything has been leading to this moment, and now the message becomes even more personal. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The words you are about to hear carry a meaning that many people overlook. Yet they have the power to change the way you think about your future forever. Until now, you have heard about hopes, dreams, and quiet expectations. But there is another layer to this story that has remained hidden. This is the part where the message from your soulmate's family begins to feel surprisingly close, almost as if it was written with you in mind. Imagine a conversation taking place on an ordinary evening. The room is peaceful, everyone is smiling, and the topic suddenly turns toward the future. Someone quietly asks, "What kind of person do we hope will become part of our family one day?" For a brief moment, the room becomes silent. Then, one by one, heartfelt answers begin to appear. They hope for someone who brings calm instead of confusion, someone who values respect more than recognition, someone who celebrates the happiness of others instead of competing with them, someone whose character shines even in the smallest everyday moments. As these wishes continue, an incredible realization begins to unfold. These are not impossible expectations. They are timeless qualities that have always mattered the most. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next revelation may become the reason you remember this video long after it ends. There is something extraordinary about genuine kindness. It travels farther than we can see. A single thoughtful action often reaches people in ways we never expect. A sincere smile can brighten someone's entire day. A few encouraging words can stay in someone's heart for years. This is why your journey has never been about becoming perfect. It has always been about becoming genuine, and genuine hearts leave unforgettable impressions wherever they go. Now think about your own story. There have been moments when you questioned your progress, wondered whether your patience mattered, or asked yourself if your efforts were making any difference at all. But what if every quiet step forward has been preparing you for something greater? What if every lesson has added another beautiful piece to the person you are becoming? Sometimes growth feels invisible while it is happening. But one day you look back and realize that every experience was shaping you with remarkable purpose. There is another message waiting to be uncovered. Your soulmate's family would never expect you to be flawless. They would simply hope that you continue choosing honesty when it is easier to pretend, gratitude when it is easier to complain, and hope when it is easier to lose confidence. Those choices may seem small today, but together they create the kind of character that people never forget. Long after achievements fade, character continues speaking for itself. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. We are getting closer to the heart of this incredible message. There is a beautiful truth that deserves your full attention. The strongest relationships are rarely built through dramatic moments alone. They grow through countless simple experiences shared with sincerity. A conversation after a long day, a thoughtful gesture that requires no recognition, a moment of laughter that turns into a lifelong memory. These ordinary moments quietly become extraordinary because they are filled with genuine care. Now imagine your soulmate's family looking toward the future with excitement instead of uncertainty. They picture celebrations filled with laughter, meaningful traditions passed from one generation to the next, and peaceful moments where everyone feels accepted exactly as they are. In those dreams, they are not searching for someone who impresses the world. They are hoping for someone who protects peace, values family, encourages growth, and makes every gathering feel brighter simply by showing up with an open heart. There is something else that makes this message unforgettable. Every meaningful connection begins long before two people realize it. While you have been living your own story, learning valuable lessons, discovering your strengths, and growing through every season, another story has been unfolding alongside yours. Two journeys moving separately, quietly preparing for a moment when they finally begin to connect. What appears random today may one day become the most meaningful chapter of your life. That is why patience is never wasted when it is shaping something truly valuable. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final piece has not been revealed yet, and it may become the most memorable moment of this entire journey. There is one remarkable detail that changes everything. The message is not asking you to become someone new. It is encouraging you to continue becoming the best version of the person you already are. Every act of compassion, every moment of perseverance, every decision to remain humble and thoughtful has been adding another page to a story that is still being written. As you continue listening, remember this: the people who make the greatest impact are rarely the loudest. They are the ones whose kindness is consistent, whose words bring comfort, whose presence creates peace, and whose actions inspire trust. These qualities quietly transform ordinary relationships into extraordinary ones. They become the reason families grow stronger, friendships become deeper, and futures become brighter. Now take one final moment to reflect before the next chapter begins. If everything you have heard so far feels strangely familiar, perhaps it is because your heart recognizes something your mind is only beginning to understand. Every sentence has been building toward one extraordinary revelation that is still waiting ahead. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter reveals the most meaningful message of all. The message that brings every hidden clue together and completes the remarkable story you have been following from the very beginning. The moment you have been waiting for has finally arrived. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Every word you have heard until now has been preparing you for this final message. And this is where every hidden clue begins to fit together. Sometimes the greatest discoveries are not loud. They arrive quietly, settle gently in your heart, and stay with you for years. This is one of those moments. Listen carefully, because the message from your soulmate's family is about to become clearer than ever before. If they could sit across from you today, they would not begin by asking about your achievements, your possessions, or your past. They would first look for the kindness in your heart, the sincerity in your words, and the respect you show to others. Those qualities cannot be bought or borrowed. They are built one decision at a time, and that is exactly why they matter so much. A loving family understands that character creates lasting happiness, while appearances only create. First impressions, don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is one thought that changes everything. Imagine hearing these words spoken with complete sincerity. We have always hoped that one day someone would enter our loved one's life who brings peace instead of pressure, encouragement instead of doubt, and genuine care instead of empty promises. That hope has never changed. Year after year, it has remained the same. And perhaps that is why this message feels so powerful today. Now, think about your own journey once again. Every challenge taught you patience. Every disappointment taught you resilience. Every unexpected delay gave you another opportunity to grow into a wiser, stronger, and more compassionate person. At the time, those lessons may have seemed ordinary, but now they begin to look completely different. They were never random. They were preparing you to become the person someone else has been hoping to meet. Here comes the remarkable realization. Families rarely remember someone because they were impressive for one day. They remember the person who consistently made others feel welcomed, respected, appreciated, and understood. They remember the person who listened carefully, smiled sincerely, and brought calm into every conversation. Those quiet qualities become unforgettable because they make people feel valued. That is the kind of impression that remains in hearts for a lifetime. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. We are only moments away from the final piece of this unforgettable journey. Imagine a future family gathering filled with laughter, meaningful conversations, joyful celebrations, and unforgettable memories. In that moment, nobody is talking about perfection. Instead, they are grateful for the warmth, kindness, and positivity that someone brought into their lives. Real happiness is built through countless simple moments shared with genuine hearts. There is one final message they would want you to carry with you long after this video ends. Never believe that your quiet efforts go unnoticed. Every act of kindness matters. Every encouraging word matters. Every moment you choose patience instead of frustration matters. These small decisions quietly shape your future in ways that are impossible to measure today. One day you may look back and realize that the smallest choices became the biggest turning points, and now the message becomes beautifully simple. Continue growing, continue learning, continue protecting your good heart. Continue becoming someone whose presence leaves people feeling happier than they did before. That is a gift that never loses its value. It becomes more meaningful with every passing year. Your future is not built in a single dramatic moment. It is built through thousands of ordinary moments filled with extraordinary character. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The greatest surprise is not a secret hidden somewhere far away. The greatest surprise is realizing that while you were waiting for the perfect moment, life has quietly been preparing you for it all along. Every lesson has had a purpose. Every season has carried meaning. Every delay has added another piece to a picture that is finally beginning to make sense. Before this journey comes to a close, remember something important. If these words inspired you, subscribe so you never miss another meaningful story. Share this video with someone who might need this encouragement today. And let your thoughts become part of this growing community by leaving a thoughtful comment. Your voice may inspire someone else who is listening right now. And together, we can continue sharing messages that bring hope, encouragement, and positivity. As this chapter ends, carry this thought with you wherever you go. The right people are not searching for perfection. They are hoping to welcome someone whose kindness remains steady, whose respect never fades, whose gratitude fills ordinary days with joy, and whose presence makes every moment brighter. Continue walking your path with confidence. Continue believing that every meaningful step matters. Don't skip until the very last second. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Perhaps the greatest message was never about discovering someone else. Perhaps it was about discovering the incredible value of the person you are becoming. And when the right moment arrives, that quiet transformation may become the very reason two families, two journeys, and two hearts finally come together in the most unforgettable way imaginable. Just when it seems that every message has already been revealed, another extraordinary layer begins to unfold. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Sometimes the most meaningful words are not the first ones we hear. They are the final ones, the ones that stay in our hearts long after everything else has faded. This is that moment. The message from your soulmate's family is not ending. It is becoming even more meaningful, and what comes next may completely change the way you remember this journey. Imagine that one day, after countless ordinary moments have quietly passed, someone looks at you with genuine gratitude and says, "From the day you became part of our lives, everything felt brighter." Those simple words carry more value than any grand celebration because they reflect a life built on kindness, respect, and consistency. Long-lasting relationships are rarely remembered because of one unforgettable day. They are remembered because thousands of ordinary days were filled with love, patience, encouragement, and understanding. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next thought has the power to stay with you forever. Every family hopes that the person who joins their story will never stop growing. Growth is not about becoming someone different. It is about becoming a stronger version of who you truly are. Every lesson you have learned, every challenge you have overcome, and every choice you have made with sincerity has quietly shaped your future. Even the moments when you felt unnoticed were adding another beautiful chapter to your story. Now imagine your soulmate's family reflecting on everything they have always hoped for. They would never ask for someone who pretends to have all the answers. Instead, they would hope for someone willing to keep learning, willing to admit mistakes with humility, willing to celebrate the success of others, and willing to protect the happiness of the people they love. Those qualities create trust, and trust becomes the foundation for memories that last a lifetime. There is another beautiful realization hidden inside this message. Sometimes people spend so much time searching for extraordinary signs that they overlook the extraordinary value of ordinary kindness, a thoughtful conversation, a sincere thank you, a patient response, a smile that makes someone else's day a little brighter. These simple moments quietly become the strongest memories because they remind people how it feels to be genuinely appreciated. Never underestimate the power of small acts performed with a sincere heart. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. We are approaching the final revelation of this entire journey, and it may be the most unforgettable message of all. Picture two separate stories unfolding at the same time, different places, different experiences, different dreams. Yet every lesson, every delay, every unexpected turn has been preparing both journeys in remarkable ways. Looking forward, nothing seems connected. Looking back, every piece fits together with surprising clarity. What makes this message so special is that it reminds you not to lose hope during quiet seasons. The moments when nothing seems to be changing are often the moments when the greatest preparation is taking place. A seed grows beneath the surface long before anyone sees the first sign of life. In the same way, your character continues growing even when nobody notices. That invisible growth becomes visible at exactly the right time. Now imagine your soulmate's family sharing one final wish. They hope that whoever becomes part of their story will continue bringing peace wherever they go. They hope that person will choose understanding before judgment, gratitude before complaint, encouragement before criticism, and joy before negativity. Those choices transform a house into a home and ordinary moments into treasured memories. They believe that true happiness grows where kindness is practiced every single day. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is the beautiful surprise that has been quietly hidden from the beginning. The message was never asking you to chase perfection. It was inviting you to recognize the incredible value already growing within you. Every experience has been helping you become someone capable of creating meaningful connections, lasting trust, and unforgettable memories. The greatest preparation has been happening inside your own heart all along. As you reflect on everything you have heard, remember this simple truth. The future is built by the choices you make today. Every thoughtful word, every act of generosity, every moment of patience, and every sincere smile becomes another step toward the life you are creating. Never believe that goodness is unnoticed. It has a way of reaching people when they need it most, often in ways you could never imagine. So carry this message with confidence. Continue becoming the person whose presence brings comfort, whose words inspire hope and whose actions reflect genuine character. The right people value those qualities more than anything else. And those qualities never lose their importance with time. Don't skip until the final word. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The greatest discovery of this journey is not simply that your soulmate's family hopes to welcome someone special. It is realizing that, and perhaps one day when every piece of your story comes together, you will look back at this moment and smile knowing that the most remarkable chapters were being written long before you could see them. One final chapter remains, and it may become the one you remember more than any other. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. From the very beginning of this journey, every message has been leading toward one beautiful realization. The story was never only about your soulmate. It was also about the remarkable person you are becoming. Every paragraph, every thought, and every hidden clue has been quietly preparing you for this final message. And now, everything comes together in a way that feels complete. Imagine that years from now, someone asks your soulmate's family a simple question. What was your first impression of the person who became part of your family? Their answer is not about appearance, achievements, or material success. Instead, they smile and say, "We noticed the kindness. We noticed the respect. We noticed the calm presence that made everyone feel comfortable. We noticed someone who listened with sincerity and cared without expecting anything in return." Those are the qualities that never lose their value. Time only makes them more meaningful. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The greatest surprise of this story is not hidden in the future. It has been quietly growing inside the present all along. While many people spend their lives searching for extraordinary moments, they often overlook the extraordinary power of becoming a person whose character brings peace. Wherever they go, that quiet strength changes lives. It creates trust. It builds lasting memories. It turns ordinary conversations into unforgettable moments. Now picture a day that feels completely ordinary. Family members are gathered together sharing stories, laughing over simple memories, and enjoying each other's company. Then someone begins talking about gratitude. One person says they are thankful for kindness. Another says they are thankful for loyalty. Someone else says they are thankful for the people who always bring hope into difficult days. Without realizing it, every word spoken describes the very kind of person they have always hoped would one day become part of their family. That is the beauty of this message. It reminds us that true value is found in character, not in perfection. There is another truth that deserves your full attention. Every meaningful relationship grows through countless small moments that seem insignificant at first, a thoughtful conversation, a genuine apology, a shared laugh after a long day, quiet encouragement during uncertain times. These moments rarely become headlines, yet they become the strongest memories because they are built on authenticity. They remind us that real happiness is created little by little, one meaningful choice at a time. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is still one final realization that brings this entire journey together. Think about every unexpected turn your life has taken, the opportunities that appeared at the perfect moment, the lessons that seemed difficult until they later revealed their purpose, the people who entered your life exactly when you needed encouragement the most. Looking back, those moments no longer seem random. They become evidence that growth often happens quietly before it becomes visible. Imagine your soulmate's family sharing one heartfelt message directly with you. They would say, "Please continue being the person who values honesty, kindness, patience, gratitude, and respect. Those qualities are more valuable than anything else. Never lose them, no matter where life takes you. Those words are simple, yet they carry lasting wisdom. Character becomes the bridge that connects strangers into friends, friends into family, and ordinary moments into lifelong memories. There is something truly remarkable about people who remain genuine in every season of life. They do not change their values to fit the opinions of others. They remain steady, thoughtful, and encouraging, whether life feels easy or challenging. Those are the people who leave lasting impressions without even trying. They inspire trust through consistency rather than attention through noise. That quiet influence becomes one of the greatest gifts they can offer to everyone around them. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final message is here, and it is beautifully simple. Never believe that your journey is behind schedule. Every season has its own purpose. Every lesson has added wisdom. Every challenge has strengthened your heart. Every act of kindness has quietly shaped the future you are creating. Nothing meaningful has been wasted. Every step has brought you closer to becoming the person you were always capable of becoming. Now take a moment to reflect on everything you have heard. This journey began with curiosity, continued through hope, and now ends with confidence. The message from your soulmate's family has never been about impossible expectations. It has always been about appreciating the qualities that create lasting happiness. Kindness that never fades, respect that never weakens, gratitude that grows stronger with time, and a heart that continues choosing goodness every single day. As this story reaches its conclusion, carry these words with you wherever you go. Continue becoming someone whose presence brings comfort, whose words inspire hope, and whose actions reflect genuine care. Those qualities have the power to transform lives in ways that are impossible to measure today, but unforgettable tomorrow. Don't skip until the very last second. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Perhaps the greatest revelation was not discovering what your soulmate's family hopes to find. Perhaps the greatest revelation was realizing that the most meaningful future is built one thoughtful choice at a time. Keep walking forward with confidence. Keep protecting the goodness within your heart. And keep believing that every sincere step you take today is quietly preparing tomorrow's most beautiful chapter. Just when you think the story has reached its conclusion, one final message quietly appears, and it may become the most unforgettable part of this entire journey. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Every chapter has been leading toward this moment where the heart of the message is finally revealed with complete clarity. If you have stayed this far, then listen carefully, because this closing chapter is not about mystery alone. It is about understanding something that many people spend years searching for. Imagine your soulmate's family reflecting on the future long before they ever know your name. They are not searching for someone who tries to impress everyone. Instead, they hope for someone whose kindness remains the same, whether people are watching or not. They hope for someone who keeps promises, respects others, values family, and fills ordinary moments with genuine warmth. Those qualities cannot be created overnight. They are built through everyday choices. And perhaps that is why this message feels so personal. It reminds you that every small decision you make today quietly shapes tomorrow. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is one remarkable thought that changes everything. What if the greatest gift you could ever bring into someone's life is not something you own, but the peace you create simply by being yourself? Imagine walking into a room where everyone instantly feels comfortable because your words are thoughtful, Your smile is genuine, and your presence brings calm instead of pressure. That kind of influence cannot be measured, yet it becomes one of the greatest treasures any family could ever receive. Now, think about every chapter of your own journey. There were moments when you questioned whether your patience was worth it. There were days when progress felt invisible. There were seasons when nothing seemed to change. But what if those quiet moments were never empty? What if they were the very moments that strengthened your character the most? Growth often happens where nobody can see it. Just like roots grow beneath the ground before a tree reaches the sky, your inner strength has been developing long before anyone could recognize it. The message continues with another beautiful reminder. Your soulmate's family would never hope for someone who pretends to be perfect. They would hope for someone willing to keep learning, willing to listen, willing to forgive, and willing to appreciate the simple joys that make life meaningful. Those qualities create trust, and trust becomes the foundation upon which lasting relationships are built. Long after first impressions disappear, character continues, speaking louder than words. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next realization is one that very few people truly understand. Every meaningful relationship begins with ordinary conversations, shared laughter, thoughtful gestures, and moments that seem small at first. Yet years later, those simple memories become the most valuable ones. It is never the grand performance that stays in people's hearts. It is the quiet consistency of kindness, respect, and encouragement that becomes unforgettable. Imagine your soulmate's family looking back after many years together. They are smiling as they remember holidays, birthdays, family dinners, long conversations, and countless ordinary evenings that slowly became extraordinary simply because the right people shared them together. Then someone says the greatest blessing was never finding someone perfect. The greatest blessing was finding someone whose heart remained genuine through every season. That single sentence carries the entire meaning of this journey. There is still one final piece waiting to be revealed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The greatest surprise has never been about discovering a hidden secret. The greatest surprise is realizing that the future you hope for is quietly being shaped by the choices you make every single day, every act of patience, every moment of gratitude, every decision to remain kind, even during difficult situations, becomes another brick in the foundation of tomorrow. Now imagine receiving one final message from your soulmate's family. They would simply say, "Thank you for protecting the goodness within your heart. Thank you for choosing respect over pride, understanding over judgment, and hope over discouragement. Those choices make a greater difference than you will ever fully realize." These words are simple, but they carry extraordinary meaning because they celebrate the qualities that truly bring people together. As this journey reaches its final moments, remember one truth above all else. You do not need to chase perfection to create a meaningful future. Continue becoming someone whose presence makes others feel valued, whose words bring encouragement, and whose actions reflect genuine character. Those qualities never lose their importance. They become even more valuable with time, and they are the very qualities that families remember for generations. Don't skip until the very last word. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The biggest revelation of all is this. The special message was never only about what your soulmate's family hopes to say to you one day. It was also a reminder that the person you are becoming today has the power to inspire trust, create lasting memories, and bring genuine happiness wherever life leads you. Continue walking forward with confidence. Continue protecting your kind heart and continue believing that every sincere choice you make today is preparing a future more meaningful than you can currently imagine. And perhaps when the right moment finally arrives, you will realize that this message was not simply heard. It became part of the beautiful story you were always meant to live.